and welcome to the Charger Bulletin News. My name is Mia Aducci.
And I'm Amber Haleva.
And we're your two favorite undead employees.
Before we get into this week's stories, we take a moment to remind viewers that many of the stories this week are satire and are not, in fact, real stories. Satire exists in many forms, but is generally considered to be any form of media that heavily uses irony, exaggeration, to humorously point out the flaws in situations, individuals, institutions. It is not meant to be taken seriously at face value.
Our entertainment, student life, and sports sections will continue as normal, but our other stories have been adjusted to fit the theme of this episode, and we repeat, are not meant to be taken seriously.
Let's jump right into this week's stories.
Scope has been hosting an ongoing Halloween costume contest where students can participate by posting a photo of their costume or costumes on Instagram and tagging Scope in the post. Unfortunately, those who wanted a shot at winning in the best solo costume, the best duo or group costume, or the Scope's favorite categories, you are all out of luck because there is already a winner for each category. Although the submission deadline wasn't until Saturday the 29th, Charlie the Charger has come out on top ahead of all current and potential costumes. If you thought you had a good costume lined up, you were wrong, and nothing can beat the bold look that Charlie is sporting this year. If you were wondering what the bold look is, we actually cannot show it on air because it is too revealing, but everyone agrees that it is the best costume of all time and that nothing can overcome it. Wondering why our Charlie also won the best group costume? That is because Charlie is so fabulous that no quantity of costumes could possibly beat the quality of Charlie the Charger's costume.
This past Wednesday, university students were reminded of some of the urban tales regarding the university and its connection to the underworld. University resident who asked to remain anonymous was walking around Maxie at 3 a.m. when they reported hearing strange noises coming from both the basement and the top floor of the building. For those of you who are unaware, Maxie Hall was once a large orphanage prior to university's founding in 1920. The orphanage was unfortunately shut down due to a massive fire that broke out, trapping some staff and children inside. The university has refused to comment on the reportings. Similar instances were reported by residents living within Bethel Hall, with one resident, a freshman, reporting strange occurrences happening late at night, such as the moving on her personal belongings, food being found outside of her fridge in the morning, and strange scratches found all over the walls around the door. Experts ask, could this truly be paranormal or simply a case of a terrible roommate?
Now let's go to Princess Sadie with entertainment. What's new this week, Sadie?
Thanks, guys. This weekend, Marvel Studios dropped 2 brand new trailers for upcoming films. First, the trailer for Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania was released on October 24th. The third film in the Ant-Man franchise follows Scott Lang as he navigates his world after helping defeat Thanos. The film was directed by Peyton Reed and produced by Kevin Feige and Steven Broussard. The movie will release in theaters on February 17th, 2023. The second trailer to drop is a Disney Plus exclusive, the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. The Guardians are trying to make this Christmas special for Peter Quill during this hard part of his life. See how this unfolds on November 25th, only on Disney Plus. The special is directed by James Gunn. With Halloween coming this weekend, there are plenty of new spooky movies for you to watch with your friends. Here are just a few available to watch now. Hocus Pocus 2 streaming on Disney+, Orphan First Kill streaming on Paramount+, Halloween Ends available on Peacock, Hellraiser available on Hulu, The Black Phone streaming on Peacock, and The Invitation available on Amazon Prime. Be sure to catch up on both new and old Halloween classics and tune in to Freeform's 31 Nights of Halloween. Terrifier 2 was released into theaters on October 6, 2022. Although the film has been out for 3 weeks, the viewership has just now jumped 84%. That is due to the fact that reports are being made of the film causing viewers to throw up or even faint due to the level of horror. These reports are enticing thrill seekers even more to go see the film for themselves. Many predicted that these claims would ruin the reputation of the movie, yet they have just allowed the film to make even more money, as viewers are continuing to see for themselves just how scary the movie really is. Test your fear if you dare by seeing Terrifier 2 in a theater near you. I'm Sadie Fraser-Reed, and that's all for entertainment. Happy Halloween. Now to Justin Coviello. Wait, where's Justin?
Hey Sadie, I'm right here. With Halloween right around the corner, it's only right for the University of New Haven to go all in on the celebrations. For those of you living in a residence hall on campus, see if your RAs are hosting some sort of fun-filled, spooky events for all residents to attend. Bergami Hall will be having a costume contest on Monday, October 31st at 6:30 p.m. Bethel Hall is hosting a showing of the hit film Hocus Pocus on Halloween at 7 p.m. Celentano Hall's fall/Halloween door decoration contest will be concluding at day's end on Halloween, so make sure to vote for your favorite door on their Instagram at Celentano_Hall. And the commuter assistant team just wrapped up their spooky commuter celebration this Thursday, October 27th, which featured games, coloring, music, giveaways, and free food. As far as events open to all students, there's no shortage either. The Myatt Center for Diversity and Inclusion is hosting a Halloween hunt on Friday, October 28th from 4 to 6 p.m. at their office underneath Gerber Hall. 2 winners will be chosen to receive prizes, and the first 25 attendees will also earn some gifts. For any questions, email the Myatt Center at cdi@newhaven.edu. And who could forget about Scope's annual Halloween block party? Expect fun events all weekend long and through Halloween, including a viewing of The Black Phone on Friday, October 28th at 8 p.m. in the Bixler-Gerber Quad, a trip to Fright Haven on Saturday at 5:30 p.m., their Great Pumpkin Party in the Molten Lounge on Sunday, October 30th at 2 p.m., and RSO trick-or-treating on Sunday at 6 p.m. in the Bixler-Gerber Quad. For any inquiries, reach out to Scope by email at scope@newhaven.edu or head on over to their page at Charger Connection to see even more events. And now to sports with Jada.
This past week was a tough one for our Chargers. At home, the women's volleyball team took on Adelphi. The team struggled with 24 errors and had only a .105 hitting percentage. Ultimately, the team lost in a 3-1 effort on Tuesday. On the not-so-scary side, women's volleyball came out on top with a 3-1 victory over Franklin Pierce. When the Chargers found themselves down in the game, they pulled together and dominated the rest of the way, with Macy Brown leading in kills and aces and Kylie Reynolds-Martin leading in blocks. On the road, Saturday, October 22nd, the New Haven field hockey team traveled to southern New Hampshire and suffered their first conference loss. Our Chargers had been on a solid winning streak going into this game and had also been undefeated in the conference. Both teams were neck and neck the entire game, scoring back and forth. The game was tied going to double overtime when Southern scored the final goal, ending the game with a final score of 3-2. Continuing on their road trip, the team stopped by St. Thomas Aquinas, looking to get back on the winning side. The game was scoreless for 2 periods, with each team taking shot after shot. Unfortunately, once the second half began, St. Thomas put up 4 goals while the Chargers only were able to put up 2. That's all for sports this week. Back to you guys at the desk.
And now for a public service announcement. University students, take a note. A Halloween costume is only a costume if it doesn't become integrated into your personality. Please be advised that if you continue to act in correspondence with your costume, it is simply just who you are and therefore not a costume. You may think it's fashionable to be a monster for Halloween, but it's not fashionable to be a monster year-round. If you have any problem separating your Halloween identity from your personality or lack thereof, counseling and psychological services are available for appointments. You can reach them at pleasegethelp.com/New Haven. And that is our public servants announcement sponsored by the Tyler Rowdy Wells Memorial Center.
The university's new quad, located next to Dunham, Sheffield, and Winchester Hall, has been a topic of debate since its arrival. It wasn't until recently that members of the university community realized its true purpose. Underneath the basement of Winchester Hall, the university has been hiding a zombie graveyard for the past 102 years. God, that's old. There have been reports discovered dating back to 1919, a year before the founding of the university, stating the existence of the graveyard and its peculiar habits. Rumors and speculation have gone around discussing the origin of these creatures, with some stating they could be the remains of those who perished in the Maxie orphanage fire all those years ago. For more information on the story, check out this week's edition of the Charger Bulletin newspaper in newsstands around campus on Tuesday.
That's all the time we have for this week. In case you missed our special news broadcast, check out our YouTube page for the non-spooky topics we covered.
You can check out the latest Charger Bulletin newspaper on chargerbulletin.com or in newsstands around campus.
Stay up to date by following us on social media at Charger Bulletin.
Check out our link tree for access to our podcast, Behind the Bulletin.
Until next week, I'm Mia Aduce.
And I'm Amber Halepa. Stay safe and thank you for watching.